Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Greatest Book Never Published, the podcast where we read the greatest book never published. I'm your host, Nim.
I'm Nate the Great.
And I'm Steve.
And yeah, so basically in this podcast, we're reading a book that I wrote when I was 13 and making fun of it because it's I wrote it when I was 13. It's not great. But it's a lot of fun to read. So if you want full context of the book, listen to the first episode and work your way on through. So if you haven't listened to any of the other episodes, go do that before you listen to this one. Anyways, now, so where did we last leave off, guys?
Well, Jameson and Zach, both got captured
By
by
Whiplash and King Killer.
King Killer, and then Nate was skydiving out of a helicarrier,
Yeah, skydiving.
having a fight in the air.
And Steve is about to work at the MetLife football stadium. Undercover. So he's going to be a undercover spy. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So chapter 53 is Nathan Thompson. Abigail and I have just landed on a dock next to the New York harbor. We are now packing up our parachutes. I have some questions for you, I say. How did you get away? How did you find me? How did you know how to skydive? What's going on? Yeah, that's just that sums up the whole thing. Just what's going on. Well, first of all, I am working for Shadow, she says, which really surprises me. When you first moved to New York, Fox called me. He said that he needed me. I refused at first. He then mentioned my mother. Well, okay. I could see slight tears in her eyes as she says that. What manipulation tactics, Fox?
Well,
Use the emotions of your mother dying to manipulate you. How she was killed by my father. He said that I was needed to help take him down. Remember how horrible my father is? I agreed. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, remembering how horrible my father is, I agreed. How horrible my father is, I agreed. Oh, wait, that's her saying. I'm so confused. All right. We're just going to cut that out.
Said Abigail.
Yeah, said Abigail. Remembering how horrible my father is. Wow. Remembering how horrible my father is, I agreed. I then had to go through 6 months of training, which is still going on now. That's how I knew how to skydive. During this training, he had me on an assignment. I was to become friends with the Thompsons. Your dad was gone so much that he couldn't...
Our relationship was a lie?
Well, I mean, Nate did go on a date just to get Griller for information. So,
I mean, that's true.
He's guilty of the
They're
same
both
thing.
being a little deceptive.
I was to become friends with the Thompsons. Your dad was gone so much that he couldn't keep an eye on you guys. So, that became my job. I was supposed to watch you, make sure you were safe. If anything bad happened, I was supposed to report it. That's why I was so worried when I heard about your brothers getting in trouble with those gangsters. Yeah, I was only worried because I was supposed to be for my job. I wasn't actually worried about them.
yeah, screw that.
Screw your brothers.
I don't actually care. This just works.
It's just my job. So let me get this straight. The only reason that we're friends is because you were hired by Shadow. Yes, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. Honestly, I really liked you from the first moment I met you.
Aww.
But that's off topic. Oh. Anyway, they wanted to station me somewhere close to where you live. That's why I work at the gift shop. And another thing, I'm not really 16 years old. They had to lie about my age so I could work at the shop. I'm really 15. So I'm not really a grade behind in school like everyone thinks. Oh, wow. So anyway, when I was captured, my father just let me go. I then decided to change my mission. The only thing I wanted to do at that point was save you. Fox has no idea that I was attempting to save you. Ooh. If I told him, he would have never allowed me to. Right, because her mission is just report if anything bad happens, don't do anything about it. kind of. Because she's like a child. They probably don't want to put her in too much danger either. So, you went against your order... Orders?
Orgers?
Against your orders? So, you went against your orders just to save me? You must really like me a lot then.
Oh.
I do. You're the best friend I've ever had. Friend?
Just friend?
Friend? Oh, man. There was no way I was going to lose you. I have something to say. I've liked you a lot from the minute I met you also. I smile. You are definitely the best friend I've ever had. Good, she says. Good, she says, as she smiles. Now we must find Fox and tell him all we know about Snake's operation.
She got done battling like these dudes in the air while they were skydiving down, killing both of them.
Yeah.
And then they just sit there and have like a 20-minute conversation on the pier.
It's not really 20 minutes. It's like a couple. It's like a minute, you know. I mean, it takes us a while to read it because, you know, we're just, you know, bad at it. As we get up and begin to walk away, I see a few men walking by with snake head tattoos on the backs of their heads. I read their minds. Where? So here's what he's reading what they're saying in their heads. Where are those brats? I want to hurry up and find these kids and get this job over with. Why does Lee want these kids anyway? Stop, I whispered to Abigail. There are men out there who are after us. We need to get out of here.
Bum, bum.
End of chapter. Dude, I just always leave it on the cliffhangers. Yeah, that was a brilliant chapter. So we know a lot more about Abigail's spy stuff. And they're both best friends for now. Just friends for now.
Just friends.
We'll see where that leads. Anyways, chapter 54, Stephen Richards. I am now cleaning up trash during Monday Night Football, which is the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh.
Hopefully the Eagles
matchup.
Hopefully the Eagles lose.
Hopefully.
Since I live in New York, I am a Giants fan. I am rooting for them, even though they are losing 21-24.
Oof.
What? It's close though. They could come back. Mrs. Smith gave me a couple of coins, which also double as mini explosives, used to open locked doors and stuff. Oh, that's right. Mrs. Smith was the gadget lady. She also gave me a belt that has hidden weapons on it, like knives.
Ooh.
I also got a flat brim hat that's bulletproof.
What?
Dude.
No way, dude.
He's just like, has a hat, he's just like, ducks his head down and just like, bullets fall. Or he just lifts it up, it's like, have to be really...
I mean, he can
good
run
at
really fast, so he might be good at blocking, too.
That's true. Like, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he's like one of those
like,
characters where like,
super
everything
human
looks
senses.
like slow motion to him, you know? So he's able to like...
Yeah, because that's how super speed would work, you know?
Yeah.
Might be. Depending, I mean, I think with some characters it does. It's like, depends on the...
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Flash. But
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm wondering. I don't know.
Or
I don't know
what's
if I
his name?
decided that or not, to be honest. And the last thing she gave me is a watch with a radio in it, which is used to contact Fox. Apparently, this stuff could come in handy. I'm not quite sure how yet. Well, what do you mean? Apparently, a bulletproof hat could come in handy. How would I use that? I don't know. Apparently, a coin that can blow up doors to get in locked doors could, like... What do you mean? What could you use them for? When do they come in handy? This is like basic spy stuff. What do you mean, dude?
Yeah.
I was working since the game started at 8 o'clock and still haven't found anything suspicious. No signs of there being a secret underground base. So I just keep cleaning. Hey, Landers! I forgot. His codename was Steve Landers. Hey, Landers! I hear my boss say from behind me. Come here, I have a job for you. Just giving him a stereotypical New York accent, because that's what I imagine. Okay,
Yeah.
I say as I stop cleaning and walk up to him. I want you to go down in the basement and make sure all of our cleaning supplies are still there. Yes, sir.
Walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. Forget about it. Yes, sir, I say. as I put down my mop and head down. It seems odd that I have to check and make sure all the cleaning supplies are there. It's not like someone would want to steal it or anything. Yeah, imagine somebody just comes to the football stadium to steal
supplies are expensive.
a broom.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody steals a broom from the supply
no.
closet at the
Not the cleaning
MetLife
closet.
football
no.
stadium. I try to catch some of the game as I walk down. Just as I leave, the Giants score a field goal. The game is now tied 24-24 at the end of the third quarter. Oh boy, hopefully they can come back and win it. I walk down into the janitor's closet. I check to make sure that it's all there. All except for what's currently being used. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Just as I am about to walk out, I notice something. There's a small hole in the bottom of the wall. I bend down and look into the hole. I can't quite tell, but it looks like there's a few men talking on the other side. I can make out a few words. They're saying something about the infection. I have finally found something.
Dun, dun.
No
End of
way.
chapter.
Done.
Dude, literally nothing has happened in this. It's all this chapter's been is just
Oh, well,
set
strong
up
one.
for more exciting things.
There we go.
Wait.
Ow.
That's good volume, right?
Yeah.
Sure, it doesn't matter. I can adjust the volume when I'm in post.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, remember what the other sounds are.
Oh my
Room-
gosh.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So yeah, Chapter 55, Zach Thompson. I suddenly wake up on a bed in a small room with no doors or windows. The only thing in the room is me, the bed, and a light on the ceiling. I am surprised to see that all my wounds are gone. I look around, trying to find the best way to escape. I try to walk through the wall. Just as I touch the wall, I feel a painful shock, which causes me to fly back and slam into the bed.
What kind of electricity they got running through there?
Enough to knock him into the bed.
Wow.
I then try to melt the wall with plasma, which has the same effect. So, this is some high-tech prison. What now? I'm stuck in here with no way out. I will probably just stay here until I die. Okay.
Wow, way to lose hope.
Dude, how many times does that happen where some character's just like, I guess I'm gonna die here. Like, how many times has that happened already?
Way too many.
I know.
And it's always the same two characters too.
I know. It's Zach and Jameson. But I have to get out. I have to stop Snake. If I don't, who will? King Killer said that all the others were dead. Was he just lying? Was he just trying to make me think I was all alone? I don't know.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. What I do know is that I'm still alive. As long as I'm still alive, I must keep fighting. Yeah, that's the Zach I know.
He said that same conversation in his head like 30 times this book.
Yeah, I know. It's like okay, we get it.
I must keep fighting.
He's like that in every situation. I must keep fighting. Fight until the end. Like,
not going down.
I know, but it's
Daddy
like stop saying you're gonna keep fighting and just do it. Just keep fighting. Just stop saying it. Why did they keep me alive anyway? Is it possible that I have information that they want? But what do I know? Not much at all. At least not anything they'd want to know. So why did they keep me alive? Well, they might think you know something. You know?
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
You also might need the infection from your blood.
Oh, that's true,
Same.
actually. Actually, I think that might actually be what it is. I can't remember for sure, but
I mean,
We'll
they
see.
They also did catch the rat, so
yeah, that's true.
Shredder.
I then hear a German accented voice come from a speaker. Okay, we haven't met a German character before, so this is like a new character.
New character.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ulrich. Ulrich. I don't know. I think it's pronounced Ulrich.
You're the one who wrote it.
I looked up German names, okay, and that was one that came up. I'm guessing it's pronounced Ulrich.
Yeah, probably.
I bet you are wondering why we left you alive. It is because we need your help. My help? I say. What are you talking about? First you cause an explosion which destroyed all of my father's research. Then you kidnap me and blow up our apartment. You kidnap my brother and his friend. Then you send assassins to kill us. Lastly, you kill both of my brothers, and you want me to help you? Not completely. All I want is your power. I want to find a way to take it from you and use it for myself. You have extraordinary power.
And with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. You have extraordinary power, which could be used in a much more useful way than just being a hero. Once I am able to take the power, I will make sure you're disposed of properly. So he probably is just going to take his DNA, actually. So all you want is my power? Then you'll kill me? Yeah, that's literally what he just said. That's literally what he just said.
Yep.
Like, can you repeat yourself? Precisely. Now I will give you the very first procedure. I suddenly hear a loud noise. Then I see some kind of electronic beam which is coming toward me. Right then it hits. It shocks me, causing me to fall to the ground. Wow. More electronic beams hit me, causing more shock, more pain. This goes on for a couple of minutes. When it stops, I am lying on the ground in pain. So what's the point of these tests? Just to test how much pain he can withstand?
Maybe they're trying to like knock him out or something. I don't know.
But he's been knocked out for a while. Why didn't they do this? Like,
That's a good question.
I don't know. Ulrich, thank you for your cooperation. Ulrich says, it was most appreciated. You now may lie down on your bed and rest until the next procedure. I just barely stand up and lay down in the bed. What now? There's no way out of here. But I can't let them take my power. I must find a way out. Oh my god.
He just had this conversation in his head earlier.
I'm starting to get, like, sick of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the end of the chapter. So we got a new character alert. New villain, I guess. Dr. Ulrich. So he's like an evil scientist. So that's cool. It's an interesting new thing. Chapter 56. This is the last chapter of the day, by the way. That's
already.
I know. This is probably gonna be the shortest episode so far.
Yeah.
Jameson Thompson. I wake up lying in a bed in a small science lab. I look down and notice that I am strapped to the bed. All I need to do is break the straps and leave. I try to break the straps. I can't. They're way too strong. For a Jameson to not be able to break them, they must be pretty strong straps. What now? I'm stuck here. I guess the only thing I can do is wait and see what happens. I thought he was going to be like, oh, I'm probably going to die here. But wait, no. I need to keep fighting. I thought that was...
Oh, he's not Zach.
See what happens. Someone will probably save me. And if not, I'll just have to find a way out myself. There has to be a way out of this science lab. I don't want to be just some lab rat. Next thing I know, a man walks in. He is a short, bald man wearing white and orange clothes. Hello, he says in a German accent. My name is Dr. Ulrich. Oh, so we actually see him now. So what did I say? He's a short, bald man wearing white and orange clothes. So, short, bald man. Got that image in my head for the character. Wait a minute, I say. I've heard of you. You're Boom's top scientist. Wait, do you remember there was the science organization called Boom?
Yeah,
I remember.
Boom.
Boom is the name of a Russian science organization. Well, then why is this guy German? I guess they hire Germans too.
I mean, they got to hire whatever scientists they can get, I guess.
Yeah. True. They make all kinds of electronics. Why are you helping Snake? You know who I am? Then you probably are wondering why a man like me is helping an organization like Snake. That's literally what he just asked you. You know how I always say that I want to make the world a better place? I nod my head. Well, I do. Just not in the way you expected. I believe that Lee is the only one who can do that. He is the best suited person to rule the world and make it in his image. That is something to look forward to, don't you think? No.
Weird.
I know. But he's specifically going for Lee, not the guy who's the actual main villain, Lyle Crape. Interesting. No, the only one who can rule the earth is God. Yeah, facts, bro. Get
Take
burned. That. Lee is God. Whoa. It is about time that the rest of the world sees that.
This guy's got
some...
It's a cult.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
I know. What about Crape? I thought he was the man in charge. He only thinks he is. He believes in this communist world of his. He thinks that Lee has the same belief. Well, he doesn't. Lee is only using Crape.
Whoa.
Okay.
Why would he tell him all this?
I don't know. I feel like
that's just a bad guy thing. Must be. You have to tell everybody your plan.
Well, it is. That's like the stereotype. Like, oh, I will kill you, but before I kill you, let me tell you my entire plan. Like, okay. What do you want with me anyway? I want to study you. I want to find out more about your power. I have found that this power could come in very handy for our cause. If only we could find a good way to use it. Take it from you. Once we do that, we will have no need for you, and then you will die. So all you want is to take my power, then kill me? They both did that. Literally just asking him, so you want to do this? Yeah, I literally just told you that's what I'm doing. What?
Wow, these guys are smart.
Literally both of them did that. Precisely. But first, I must take your blood. Ulrich pulls out a large needle and sticks it into my arm. It's a strong needle if we could stick it into Jameson's arm, just saying.
Yeah.
He then pulls it out. Thank you for your cooperation, Ulrich says as he walks out the door. Because I lost so much blood, I feel tired. Next thing I know, I fall asleep. It's a lot of blood. So yeah, interesting new information. So apparently communism isn't the main villain in this book.
What?
Or there's more to, or at least, well, it is for Lyle Crape, but apparently there's
more going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, these other people don't really care about communism.
The bad guy is double crossing the other bad guy in a way.
So, interestingly, like, so Justin Lee doesn't really care about communism. He just wants to have power no matter what. Like, Crape seems like a character who truly believes that communism is a good thing, and he wants to bring it to the world. Whereas Lee is like, I don't care. I just want to be in charge. I want to rule everything. Which is why he's, prime minister and wants to be president too. Might as well start by being in charge of two different countries at the same time. Yeah. But interesting. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. So very interesting stuff. So anyways, that is it for this episode of The Greatest Book Never Published. Quite possibly the shortest episode so far. We've had a few short ones recently. Yeah. I think we just had a lot of really short chapters as well. But anyways, I'm excited to see what happens next. So thank you all for listening, or watching if you're watching. There's a few different platforms you can listen or watch on, and that is YouTube and on Spotify. I actually recently did figure out how to put video on Spotify. I didn't know you could do that, so you can actually watch. Yeah, I didn't, because I just didn't know that. But so starting from episode I think 12, I will start putting the video version on both platforms, so you'll be able to watch video on Spotify and YouTube. So
why are you explaining this now? That'll have already happened for several weeks.
Well, a couple. Yeah, it's fine because I didn't explain it before. Anyways, so yeah, you can listen to it on both of those platforms. There's links in the description to the other one, depending on which one you're on currently, if you want to switch to the other platform. One is my YouTube channel, which is NimTV. And you can also check out Nathan's YouTube channel, which is called Nate the Great. That's linked in the description as well. And stay tuned for next week on Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. That is when every new episode of this podcast comes out.
It was Thursday.
Did I say Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. I don't know. I must be just out of whack right now. Tired or something.
You're always out of whack.
I mean, I wrote this
More
book.
like he always is whack.
Yeah.
I mean, I wrote this book, so clearly I am always whack. So yeah, anyways. That's about all. I've been Nim.
I'm Nate the Great.
And I'm Steve.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.